Right, so a bunch of videos are blowing up calling him out for this stuff. Only problem is, some of these are made by fucking AI, dude. This channel is one of those half-assed AI slop channels with a bunch of like AI scripts and shit. And it turns out they do like zero research and get everything wrong. And the comment section seems to be oblivious to this fact. So I guess we gotta expose them and clear up some of the lies. So let's start with the school situation.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's a lot we're going to have to talk about in this video. Some of it's on us, I'm not gonna lie. And some of it is about people who just can't wrap their heads around the fact that yes, other people can make it in the same niche too. And trust me, we're gonna go through all of it. Starting it off, let's address the elephant in the room. In the last video, we covered the whole Cenat school situation, but it turns out that the clip supposedly showing a YouTuber checking on the progress of the schools Kai was building was fake. For that, I want to sincerely apologize. I should have done a better job verifying the source before including it. I take the influence that comes with having the public platform seriously. My goal has always been to put out information with 100% authenticity and no bias, whether it's calling out only friends or speaking on creators who I feel are harmful to the public. I've always tried to keep it honest and for the greater good. But unlike what Pegasus likes to claim, I'm not AI. I'm human, and that means I can make mistakes. The difference is I'm man enough to come here and own up to them. And about Pegasus, look, I'm not exactly his biggest fan, but as the Drake lyric goes, he caught me slipping once. Okay, so what? If anything, moments like this just make his insecurities stick out even more, but we'll get into that later.
Basically, Kai said that he would be building a school in Nigeria, and then we got this YouTuber calling him a liar.
The process of me building this new school in Nigeria has officially been stamped today, as in terms of like it's a go-go. So this new school in Makoko for the kids that's live in Makoko in Nigeria, I started working on the school right now.
Starting it off is this gut-wrenching clip of a YouTuber going to check on the schools Kai promised to build. Instead of classrooms, he's walking through slums and deprivation, only to find nothing has moved forward. No construction, no facilities, just a project bleeding money and on the verge of shutting down.
Wow, you know, looks pretty bad, guys. How could Kai do this? So while watching that, I thought it was a bit weird that the guy who was supposedly searching for the updates on Cenat's school did not actually mention Kai or anything to do with Kai at all. So I actually went and searched for the clip myself, and I found it on Twitter. So here we have the original tweet by this account called KickChamp.
Now, I'm not here to justify my mistake either, but it's important to clear this part up that the viral clip of a YouTuber walking through a Nigerian slum wasn't connected to Kai's promised school project at all. I used it thinking it was evidence when in reality, it was just a random video from someone visiting the area. The main reason it looked convincing is because the X page, KickChamps, framed it as proof, then doubled down without clarifying or correcting. That framing made it seem legitimate, and once it started circulating, it became part of the story before I'd verified it. That's on me for not catching it earlier, but it's also a textbook case of how misinformation spreads when it fits the outrage people already want to believe. And then there's the whole Phantom clip that's been getting passed around. Let's be clear, that has absolutely nothing to do with this current topic. It's an old clip about something completely different. Some random clipper just tried to force it into this situation to make it seem connected, when in reality it isn't even relevant. It's just another case of people digging up old footage to stir the pot.
And it's like, it get to a point, dude, how many times you gonna throw shots at a or say little funny shit? Do we just keep saying, oh nah, he trolling? Oh, he playing around, y'all. Like, do we just put it there? Like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? Do we just keep doing that? Like, when is it not trolling? Is it just, you know what I'm saying? Damn. Always comments coming from the other side of whatever the f. It's always like that. I don't know why it's like that, but it is.
Damn.
So again, I want to apologize for not catching that before it became part of the conversation. Again, I want to be crystal clear here. This one's on me. I'm not going to shift the blame, hide behind excuses, or pretend it's anything other than my own lapse in judgment. I said it, I put it out there, and I didn't verify it like I should have. That's my failure, and I own every bit of it. While I have no problem owning up when I'm wrong, I'm not going to just sit here and take baseless shots because another channel is salty that we're getting traction. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Pegasus. Critique me for what I actually did wrong, fine. But making up extra nonsense just to try and drag us down, that's not accountability, that's insecurity. And I'm not here to play along with that. Bro's first gotcha is that our scripts are blatantly AI because apparently no human talks like this. And honestly, I don't even know if I should be mad or just feel sorry for him. How do you get so pretentious that you decide anyone who doesn't speak exactly like you must be a robot? Like, what is this logic? Only I talk human. Everyone else came straight out of GPT land? You call us out for not getting facts straight. Yeah, without a single shred of proof, you toss around a claim meant to defame us. Not because it's true, but because you're threatened by what we're building. Word of advice, homie. Someone else's success isn't going to shrink yours. You don't climb higher by trying to kick other people off the ladder. Doing that just ends up making you look desperate as hell. If I were you, I'd be wishing for more brain cells before more sub counts, because at least then you know how bad this makes you look. Pegasus calling us AI is really wild, coming from a guy who's built his entire career on recycling the same drama with identical titles and thumbnails, milking topics like Mr. Beast's 7 videos in a row, and stretching 30 seconds of info into 20 minutes. He loves to criticize without proof, yet when it comes to giving credit, he'll casually name drop another creator who covered the topic first. It's less about facts and more about being a literal hater. And honestly, bro, if our growth threatens him this much, maybe the real issue isn't us. It's that his whole formula is built on rinse and repeat content. Reality is that Pegasus isn't calling us out because he's got some moral high ground. He's doing it because he's salty we're getting traction in the same lane he's been crushing in for years. The craziest part is, AI's really come a long way. Dog is out here giving Pegasus reality checks in different flows, switching voices like Gunna switching cadences on a beat. And if that makes me AI, then fine, maybe I'm the AI final boss. The difference is, I don't need to recycle thumbnails or reheat the same takes just to stay relevant. I'll pull up, drop facts, and somehow still end up living rent-free in Pegasus' head without even trying. That's about all for today's video, y'all. Like I said before, I take full responsibility for the mistakes that were made by me, and I'm vouching right here to be more careful moving forward so it doesn't happen again. But that still doesn't change the fact that the third grader level petty rage bait Pegasus is pushing is gonna get him nowhere. Hopefully he takes this as a lesson, because bro can't gaslight the chat army. You ain't like us, gang.
The Makoko School. We gave the Makoko children fund money to build a temporary school. They built it with the money, but it needed improvements. But due to storm, a lot of it got messed up. Like, money that we spent, dead got messed up, chat. Like, all to the side. Like, there was a storm, it messed up a whole bunch of stuff, but we're back. This is how the school is planning to be built. Basketball court, playground, A&P soccer field with the school right there like that, okay? This is the people that we got working on it. Engage Setso Global to establish a Nigerian entity, acquire/select land, manage construction, and assist with board member selection and educational partners. So you guys know we can't just select anybody. We gotta make sure we have the best of the best. Build timeline and cost, bro. Phase 1, he set up 75,000 in 2 to 4 weeks. Phase 2, land selected. Purchase 500 for 800,000, permits and pre-construction 75,000. Construction is $1 million to 1.5 million. And it's the operation. The total will ultimately cost $2.4 million, chat. And that is just without like aftermath. So the whole operation will cost about $2.4 million. So we gotta make sure that gets done. All right. So yes, it's not easy, bro. It's not easy. And yeah, bro, you feel me? That's the general update. When there's a lot of money going on, bro, you feel me? Thank God to y'all. We put we put some money from Mafiathon, put it in there. Then on top of that, we had to add some more money. We added money to like the first type of few builds. We wasted it, unfortunately, because storm and shit, and like I didn't have it correctly.